In previous video, I have completed page number 21 and now I am starting from page number 22. So let's start. Mike's dad, whom I call Rich Dad, owned 9 of these little supereaters, each with a large parking lot. They were the early version of the 7-Eleven convenience stores, little neighborhood grocery stores where people bought items such as milk, bread, butter and cigarettes. The problem was that this was Hawaii before air conditioning was widely used and the stores could not close their doors because of the heat. Two sides of the store, the doors had to be wide open to the road and parking lot. Every time a car drove by or pulled into the parking lot, dust would swirl and settle in the store. We knew we had a job as long as there was no air conditioning. For 3 weeks, Mike and I reported to Mrs. Martin and worked our 3 hours. By noon, our work was over and she dropped 3 little dimes in each of our hands. Now, even at the age of 9 in the mind 1950s, 30 cents was not too exciting. Comics books cost 10 cents back then, so I usually spent my money on comics books and went home. By Wednesday of the 4th week, I was ready to quit. I had agreed to work only because I wanted to learn to make money from Mike's dad, and now I was a slave for 10 cents an hour. On top of that, I had not seen Mike's dad since that first Saturday. I am quitting, I told Mike at lunchtime. School was boring and now I did not even have my Saturdays to look forward to. But it was the 30 cents that really got to me. This time Mike smiled. "What are you laughing at?" I asked with anger and frustration. "Dad said this would happen. He said to meet with him when you were ready to quit." "What?" I said indignantly. "He has been waiting for me to get fed up." "Sort of," Mike said. "That's kind of different. He doesn't teach like your dad. Your mom and dad lecture a lot. My dad is quite a mom of a few words. You just wait till his Saturday. I will tell him you are ready." "You mean I have set up?" "No, not really, but maybe dad will explain on Saturday." Waiting in line on Saturday, I was ready to face Mike's dad. Even my real dad was angry with him. My real dad, the one I call the poor one, thought that my rich dad was violating child labor laws and should be investigated. My educated poor dad told me to demand what I deserve, at least 25 cents an hour. My poor dad told me that if I did not get a rise, I was to quit immediately. "You don't need that damn job anyway," said my poor dad with indignation. At 8 o'clock Saturday morning, I walked through the door of Mike's house. When Mike's dad opened it, "Take a seat and wait in line," he said as I entered. He turned and disappeared into his little office next to a bedroom. So for today, this is enough. I will continue from tomorrow.